Hi guys, it's Monique the Kitchen Bruja. I'm back here today with a reading. This reading is going to be called What Type of Bruja or Brujo Are You? What are your spiritual gifts, your main spiritual gifts, and what plant allies work with you? So I have a pick a pile today for you guys. The first pile, we have a chrysocolla. So, and the second one, we have rose quartz. And then have the true stone, lapis lazuli. So go ahead, clear your mind, take a deep breath in, and choose the pile that calls out to you. And then we'll be back to you that chose the chrysocolla. Here we go. Let's see. What type of witch are you? Okay, so pile one, you are a hedge witch. Okay, you work heavily with herbs, or you would do well to work with herbs, learn about their different healing properties and how to heal with them, make spiritual baths, things like that. You have the gift of meditation and astral travel. Okay, it says gypsy witch or gitanas, because we don't want to use that term because it's seen as a negative. But this type of witch, moves around. You like to travel. You can adapt to any space that you're in. You like to explore different lands. You're like a free spirit, okay? So that you might be the type of person that might like to own an RV where you can travel and move around, okay? You also have the gift of levitation, and you adapt, like I said, quickly to different types of environments, okay? All right, blood witch. So this is basically saying you're a bruja or brujo de nacimiento. So you're like a natural born witch or warlock, okay? You come from a lineage that is deep and heavy with some type of magical workings, okay? Whatever your lineage is, you come from a line of healers, maybe root workers, conjurers, for some of you, necromancers, things like that, okay? But this is heavy within your lineage, so this is why you may be feeling called to this path. Some of you could be a Virgo, doesn't have to be, but the hermit witch is like you're somebody that may, again, enjoy like your alone time. You may be withdrawn. You, again, heavily you tap into your states of meditation is where you find your strength and your power, and it helps you to connect higher and gather higher wisdom from your guides and your spirit teams. Okay, so you're someone that's heavy into meditation. You could be some type of maybe reader or psychic as well. Okay. You also have shamanic witch, okay, which ties into the herbs and healing. You're very much in tune with the earth. You even may work with your community. You may already be working in a capacity of a healer, okay, whether it's with Reiki or you use, herbal remedies to heal. You're somebody that is very tapped in. You may love to be out in nature, okay. You may have a specific tree that you go to or a specific place that you go to connect, okay, or bodies of water. But you're somebody that lives in tune and in harmony with the earth. Animals are naturally drawn towards you, children, babies, very, very heavy healing energy. You may want to work with brown candles a lot because brown represents the earth element, okay, and she has on brown here. You may also get signs from the universe, synchronicities with feathers. Feathers may be very important from you as heavy indigenous vibes, so you may come from an indigenous background, okay. You would be good to it would be good for you to work also with freezer spells. Maybe you got somebody that is getting on your nerves and you need to throw them in the freezer, okay. So you might want to look up freezing spells or freezer spells, okay, to stop any negative energies that are coming towards you or pesky people that just won't leave you alone here. But it's also saying no one can hold you back. You break through stagnation. So that's the energy. Drums may be very significant to you, connecting with the spirit world through music. You may be a channeler. You may channel using music. Or drums are just very significant. The anya was what I heard, which is in Yoruba. It's a specific drum that is used to call down the orishas or call down spirits. So whatever tradition or whatever lineage you're in, that's just an example. The drums were heavily used, or this would be something that would really raise up your spirits, okay? Call forth your spirits. So you want to connect to music and use the music to boost your energy. Some of your spiritual gifts, you may be a kitchen witch, okay? So you have the ability to heal with food, runes, healing spices. So if you're like me, I know you may have a cabinet full of spices. I mean, if somebody would come to your house, they probably find like 100 different spices in your rack. You're somebody that likes to switch it up. You're very knowledgeable about herbs, or this is in your lineage, so you would do well to learn about herbs and healing. Maybe you are an herbalist, okay? But you also cook really well, okay? you come up with different recipes, healing recipes for your family. You're the person that people come to when they get sick, or you will be once you tap into this, and you'll be cooking up remedies that you're guided to by your ancestors and your spirit guides for healing purposes. You're also somebody that should be burning ancestral money, okay? Also writing petitions and burning them as well, working those things into your magical practice, okay? As you burn the ancestral money, you're clearing karmic debts that your ancestors had, and you will start to see that abundance manifest in the 3D, okay? Let's see. Also, you have the ability to use pendulums. So you have the ability, and you should be working with pendulums, okay, as a form of divination to receive answers, okay? Make sure when you're using this pendulum that you're calling on messages from your higher self, okay? So you're not conjuring up spirits to get answers. You're getting answers from your higher self. So you want to program that pendulum. If you're unsure about how to program the pendulum, you want to check out my Patreon, where I give classes on all things magic, and we go over pendulums and how to program them and how to use them. Also, sex magic secrets. So you collected my little spicy collective, okay? So this pile has some secrets. You need to tap in some secrets about sex magic, okay? One thing that people don't know or they don't assume is that healers have very potent and heavy sexual energy. So you have the ability to manifest your desires through sex. You also have the ability to heal through sex. Your sex is very healing. So anybody that you're sharing this energy with, because it's sex is sacred energy exchange, they are going to leave from that experience better than you found them. You may even notice that people tend to get, or your partners tend to get obsessed with your energy, okay? So you want to be mindful how you're wielding that and using that, but you may have some secrets that you need to tap into, through your ancestry or your spirit guides that manifest healthy desires through sacred energy exchange, okay? So that's a gift of some of yours. Then we have creativity, okay? And I want to mention, if you're withholding, so for those of you that are abstinent or celibate, when you withhold sharing that sacred energy exchange, you can use that to fuel your creativity, okay? So that's no wonder that this comes up right after that one. But some of you are artists, you're painters, you do some type of artwork or creating or creative expression, however you do that. Is going to be different from everybody, but you bring forth your healing nature through the arts, okay? Anyone can heal, a hairstylist can heal, use their gift to heal, just by being there and making transformation, making people feel better about themselves, look better. So there's all forms of creativity, so take that how it resonates. You do have the ability to read palms, okay? So some of you may want to look into palmistry or psalmistry. I don't know how you say that, but you're being called to explore the physical features of the hands to basically perform divination and uncover, the soul's challenges and paths and purposes. So you want to look into that, okay? This ties into the Gypsy or Gitano magic as well. Spiritual adornment, okay? So some of you your art form is making jewelry, okay? So you may be somebody that creates talismans, resguardos, jewelry, spiritual jewelry, and pieces for enlightenment and protection. Or this may be something you want to look into. Or if you're not the artist of these things, or not a jeweler, then you may just be somebody that would benefit from wearing some type of talisman protection jewelry, or you know, crystals, different things like that. Copper may be something that you want to look into. Lastly, I picked some plant allies for you. So this one is called Bone Set. Okay, this is a plant that it says is used in treating fevers and flu. Okay, and it also helps to relieve pain in the bones that are accompanied fevers, break bone fever. You can use it as an infusion, a tincture, or a glycerite. In folk medicine, it says that this is simmered. They simmer this with honey and lemon to make a cough syrup, and it was used during the epidemic during 1918. So that's one of your plant allies. And the last one, your plant ally, is meadowsweet. Okay, meadowsweet is a sweet-smelling plant that is accompanied by white clustered flowers. It is supposed to be a natural painkiller, and it's thought to reduce inflammation and swelling. It's also used topically and in baths. Again, you can use this as an infusion, a tincture, or powder. And it says that this was cultivated by the Druids, and they added it to their mead, which is like a sweet honey wine. So these are your cards for this pile, and I hope it helps. If it resonates, give me a like, okay, and a subscribe, please. If you're interested in getting your own full reading on what type of bruja or brujo are you, I do offer those personalized and in great detail that you can find on my site, kitchenbrujabotanica.com. And I hope this helps. Thanks. Pile 2. So if you chose the rose quartz, this is your pile. All right. So pile 2, you are a secular witch. So you're somebody that's non-religious. Your witchcraft or your type of magic isn't tied or associated with any type of religious group or traditional spiritual group or anything like that. You're more eccentric, you know, more of a free thinker type of witch here. And it says storm witch. Okay, so you might be somebody that would work well with chaos magic, creating chaos magic. Okay, you might work well with storm water. If you don't know what that is, you want to look that up. Okay, and how to use it in your practice. But you're somebody that helps with, you know, affecting and bringing about change. Okay, and releasing as well. You also are a ceremonial witch. So you're somebody that maybe have ancestors or guides that practice high-level ceremonial magic, okay? Very structured, where there has to be precision and things have to be done a certain way, very meticulous. You might work well with being in some type of order or group regarding this type of witchcraft, okay? You should be working with and doing some type of mirror magic, okay? Incorporating mirrors and black candles into your practice would be very helpful. So you're somebody that is gonna work heavily with the left-hand path, okay? Or this may be what you feel called to do, okay? So yeah, you want to work with black candles for banishing, you know, again, chaos magic and things of that sort, protection as well, okay? You may be somebody that likes to collect charms everywhere you go, or this is somebody that, or you are someone that charms are very significant in your magical workings. Maybe if you do divination, you may want to incorporate some charms into your divination practice, okay? This is also saying everything will fall into place for you, okay? What fell apart will come together. But definitely you want to incorporate some type of charms into your practice, whether it's divination or what have you. Signs. So you're somebody that gets a lot of signs from the universe, a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe, okay? And you need to pay attention to these. If you haven't started like picking up on these synchronicities, you will as you go about your path. You're going to notice omens and different things, and they're going to have meanings for you. You're going to pick that up, okay? You also may be working with or should work with pendulums as far as your divination goes. Again, if you're interested in learning about pendulums and how to program them, I do teach about that over on my Patreon. The link is in my profile. You want to go ahead and check that out. This is going to allow you to receive messages from your higher self, okay? So this is not getting messages from any spirits, but you're using messages from your higher self. So the pendulum is going to help with that, okay? You are someone that can scry as well. You can receive messages from reflective surfaces. So you may want to look into learning how to read a crystal ball if you don't already, or any type of reflective surface where you can obtain insight and messages from your spirits or your guides, or see visions. Okay, that's something that you want to incorporate, or maybe even have on your altar. Okay, you definitely should give offerings. So if you're already working and venerating your ancestors, you want to make sure that you're giving offerings, okay, to your guides or your spirits that you work with, because that is how they're going to get the energy needed to bring your blessings and the things that you petition them for. Again, heavy on the symbolism, which we just talked about that. You have the gift of psychokinesis, which is the ability to travel between two locations without crossing the intervening space. So when I read this, I felt like this is like astral travel. So maybe you already do this, and maybe you're aware, maybe you're not, but you do have this ability to astral travel, okay? You are also someone that can manifest wealth. So you're a manifester, okay? You can manifest prosperity, wealth, good fortune, and lots of money. So you're never going to be without a job. You're never going to be without finances. Your needs are always going to be met, because money just is an energy that likes to be around you. Money just likes to be drawn to you, okay? You may want to, this is human design expert, okay? So you either are someone who already knows about human design and you do these type of readings, or you are someone who needs this type of reading, okay? A human design reading is one that kind of helps you uncover your innate traits and gifts, and encourages you how to work with those natural states of being for greater alignment in your life, so that you stay on the right path, and you just follow what type of person you are. You know, there's manifestors, there's what else are there? Well, you are a manifester. I know that because of the cards, but there's different types of human designs. And I have a friend on here, and I'll tag her below. Her name is Melody, and she is an amazing human design expert. So if you want this type of reading, you want to learn about yourself, I highly recommend this for this pile, specifically for everyone, but definitely for this pile. You could have some indigenous ancestry as well, because I'm seeing the sage here, okay? And it's used in indigenous practice to cleanse, okay? It's a sacred herb, one of the sacred herbs that is used. You may be also someone that does limpias, or spiritual home cleansings, or this is something you are being called to learn about. Maybe you have curanderos, curanderas, healers, beikes, shamans in your line, in your lineage, or you are that person and you're being called to explore spiritual cleansings, bringing positive energy to a space, removing negativity through various methods. So this includes like spiritual baths, you know, egg cleanings, things like that, okay? But this is something that you would be good at, okay? Discernment. You have the gift of discernment, okay? So you are a great judge of character. You are a great judge of different situations, you know, and you can help heal through awareness and wisdom. So you may literally work in the legal field, okay? Like, or this is somebody that you have spirits that are heavily about justice, and they bring justice and they correct wrongdoings, okay? So you may be a leader of some sort, but you also just, again, have the gift of discernment. People can't get one over on you, okay? Maybe you are a reader. Maybe you are a psychic, okay? Some of your plant allies, main plant allies that you should be working with, one of them is goldenrod, okay? Goldenrod can be used as, it says here, to treat wounds, but it can also be used for some. It helps with eczema as well. I used to make a goldenrod salve that did help some people with their eczema. But this is a plant that can be used as an infusion, tincture, glycerite, or you can use it topically. According to the folklore, goldenrod stems can be used as dowsing rods, and the flower bobs when the user points the stem in the correct direction. So this is a plant that's native to North America, although there are some species that grow in Asia and Europe, and it's sometimes called the weed. It's yellow. It has like yellow flowers. They kind of get all over the place, but this is one of the herbs that it might be a plant ally of yours. Another one, red clover, okay? Red clover is bumblebees like this, okay? It has a pink flower on it. It's been used to move lymphs lymph nodes maybe, as an immune support and to encourage endocrine function, okay? Legend has it that the name clover comes from clover, which refers to the club of Hercules. It says it can be used as an infusion, tea, tincture, glycerite. It's very good for women's reproductive systems as well. You may want to make a tea with it. I like to use it in yoni steams as well. But this is one of, or these are a couple of your plant allies for those who pick pile number 2. If you enjoy this, please give me a like and a thumbs up and a subscribe. Thank you. For those of you who chose pile number 3, the lapis lazuli, let's see, what type of brujo are you, okay? Okay, so if you chose pile 3, you are the hippie witch. You are a peaceful, free spirit. You know, you fly by the seat of your own drum, as they say. You know, you're somebody that likes to just, you know, relax, be peaceful, kind of vibe out. You know, you could be what other people call eccentric. You do things differently. You do them your own way. You know, you don't need a set of instructions to do something. You kind of go by what you feel, and you like to keep things on a high note, high vibrational note. Okay, but you do have a polarity to you here with the gray witch. Like, you know, you can be this, you can be love and light, but if you need to go left, you can. So you're somebody that can work your right and your left hand as well. Okay, as they say, you incorporate your shadows. You don't run from your shadows or your demons or anything like that. Okay, somebody sends you a dark spirit, you're gonna make a friend with it. Okay, you're that type of energy. But you neutralize situations, okay? And again, you can go right or you can go left. Whatever the situation is called for, that's what you're going to do. You may be somebody with this baby witch that's just starting out, okay? Pursuing this path. You may be curious. You may want to know what type of witch am I, you know? Maybe that's why you're at this reading here. You're curious, you're excited about this path. Maybe you just stumbled upon it, or you're just now tapping into your ancestral magic and wisdom, and this is a very good energy to be in. You're also being called a thrifty witch. So you're someone that, which makes sense. If you're a hippie witch, you're a thrifty witch. Okay, so you might, you know, go to the thrift store to pick up some things. And if you do, make sure you're cleansing them because they had an owner before you and you want to get that energy off. So that's a side note. But you may even be somebody that goes to places like, let's say, the dollar store to get your candles, you know, or you forage for your own herbs and things like that. One, because you want to be tapped into nature and that's just how you like to do things, but also because of the economical part of it. You know, you're not going to spend too much. You realize that in order for a spell to work, you don't need to spend an exorbitant amount of money for it to work. You're very creative. You can make something pop with anything. You know, you can make some shit shake with just the bare minimum. Okay, so you are somebody that is just very, you know, creative. Fire magic may be your thing. Maybe you're a fire sign. You could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, or have it somewhere, sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node. But you're someone that would do well to work with candle magic, pyromancy, some type of, what do you call it? Like bonfires or something like that, you know, because fire is a very transformative element that's used to burn away things that, so that in order so something new can be rebirthed, okay? You also rising like the phoenix. So maybe you're going through yourself right now, huge major changes, okay? But fire magic is your thing. So definitely work that candle magic, learn all about that, how to interpret your candle burnings and things like that. You know, things like that, okay? They also have you as an eclectic witch. You pave your own path, okay? You're not lost, you're just different. You're very different, okay? You don't do things by the book or how people tell you. You realize that your magic is your own and everybody has their own style and you're going to do things your way and it works for you. So you do what works for you, okay? Serpents may be very significant to you. Maybe you have some jewelry, some serpent jewelry, or maybe even thinking about getting like a snake ring or a necklace or something like that. Maybe you even had a snake, okay? But you're an eclectic witch. You just do things your way, how it works for you, okay? Chalice, okay? And you are somebody that just, you know, again, this is a new chapter for you. This is something new. You're excited about it. Also being open to receive. Maybe one of your spirits or deities that you work with want their own chalice or cup on the altar, okay? You may do well to get a piece of onyx or black obsidian. That may be important as well. But you're receiving some blessings here from your guides and ancestors as a reward for exploring this path. Some of your healing capabilities are that you have magical healing. You can heal with herbs, your hands, your voice, art, dance, drama. Some of you are my creatives, my artists, you know, maybe you like to dance, but dancing is the one way to move energy, okay? Clapping, you know, singing, things like that. So you have magical healing capabilities just in who you are. You have the gift of telepathy, which you can pass and pick up information and ideas, impressions and feelings and moods and thoughts onto others. Okay, you have telepathic connection, most likely with specifically your twin flame. Okay, and different counterparts that you may have, soulmates, friends, family. Reiki. Some of you are my Reiki healers. If you haven't yet tapped into that, just know that you have power in your hands, okay? Great power in your hands that you should be utilizing to heal not only yourself, but you can use it to heal others as well. So you have definitely these healing powers. If you've been thinking of going to doing Reiki or get certified, go ahead and do that. For some of you, you already taken the first 2 classes. You need to go ahead and take that 3rd mastery class, okay? The master level class in Reiki. Dice divination. So if you do divine, and even if you don't, you probably should be doing it, because this is coming up saying that you want to incorporate something like dice in your divination and spell casting as well. Okay, so you may have been thinking about that. So that's a confirmation for someone. Holistic skincare specialist. So because you're good with herbs and knowing about herbs and how to heal with them and how to use them, you're being called to explore their healing of the mind, body, and soul through the treatment care of the skin, okay? So you probably, if you're this collective, your skin is probably flawless. And people probably always ask you all the time, like, how do you get your skin so, well, you know, you can tell them you were born that way too, but you have some secrets on holistic skincare and how to perfect the skin, how to make the skin look radiant. I know I have my Gitana skincare spray that I use every day, and some different tips that I give over on my Patreon to my community there on holistic skincare as well, and how to keep the skin vibrant and beautiful. So this is right up my alley too. Let's see, precognition. So you're able to predict future events. Okay, so you have prophetic gifts. Okay, even if it's a few seconds or years into the future. Matter of fact, you can see the past, the present, and the future. Okay, you're someone that you just know. And again, we have this scrying ball here, so maybe you want to put a crystal ball on your altar or look into scrying as well. That could be one of the ways that you're going to start getting some prophetic visions. Okay, you got the key here. Some of you could be an energy of like a road opener. You help people get the keys that they need to move forward and get past any blockages and open the right doors for them. So that's beautiful. One of your major plant allies is hyssop. Okay, hyssop is native to Southern Europe. It says in Middle East as well. Is used widely in hoodoo as well. Hyssop is used to, you know, banish and get rid of negative energies. It also can be used as a cure for respiratory ailments. Herbalists use it as a for its cough suppressant qualities. You can use it as a tea or a tincture. You can also make spiritual baths with it, where you simmer this herb, you know, you pray over it, and you use it as a bath. In ancient Egypt, hyssop was used in rites of religious purification, and the priests used to consume it with their bread. So this is a very powerful, powerful herb that you should be working with. Your last one is lemongrass. Okay, lemongrass is in the grass family, and it's especially grown in tropical countries. It says it's historically been used in a drink called fever tea, okay, to help with fevers, but just overall well-being. Can be used as an oil or a tea. And the folklore in India says that lemongrass repels snakes. And remember, we saw snakes earlier, so I don't know, but this is what I have for you. I hope that it helps. If you're looking for a detailed, personalized reading on what type of brujo are you, you can check out my site and order the what type of bruja are you reading on kitchenbrujabotanica.com. Also, if you enjoyed this, please like and give me a subscribe and thumbs up. And any comments that you have, I would love to hear them if they resonated for you. Blessings.